US President Donald Trump has once again claimed credit for stopping war between India and Pakistan, despite Prime Minister Modi clarifying that India has never accepted any third-party mediation on the issue. Amid Israel versus Iran, President Donald Trump said he doesn't want to carry out a US strike on Iran, but suggested he stands ready to act if it's necessary to extinguish Iran's nuclear program. As tensions with Israel remain high after missile attacks, Iran now says it does not and will not seek nuclear weapons, pushing back on Trump's warning of possible US action. Amid Iran-Israel conflict, first evacuation flight carrying 110 Indian citizens evacuated from war-torn Iran lands in Delhi as part of Operation Sindhu. Alright, despite India's firm denial, US President Trump has once again claimed that he stopped the war between India and Pakistan. This remark came hours after a lengthy 35-minute phone call with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Trump, speaking to reporters later in the day ahead of his lunch meeting with Pakistan's Army Chief Asim Munir at the White House, doubled down on his claim.
Well, I stopped the war between Pakistan. I love Pakistan. I think Modi is a fantastic man. I spoke to him last night. We're going to make a trade deal with Modi of India. But I stopped the war between Pakistan and India. This man was extremely influential in stopping it from the Pakistan side, Modi from the India side, and others. And they were going at it, and they're both nuclear countries. I got it stopped. I don't think I had one story. Did I have one story written about it? I stopped the war between two major nations, major nuclear nations.
India, however, has dismissed any suggestion on US mediation. According to Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri, Modi clarified to Trump that Pakistan itself had initiated ceasefire talks and India's military response Operation Sindoor was strictly targeted at terrorist hideouts in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. India maintains that the ceasefire request came directly from Pakistan's military leadership on May 10th, reinforcing its independent approach to security matters.
प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप को स्पष्ट रूप से कहा कि इस पूरे घटनाक्रम के दौरान कभी भी किसी भी स्तर पर भारत अमेरिका ट्रेड डील या अमेरिका द्वारा भारत और पाकिस्तान के बीच मध्यस्थता जैसे विषयों पर बात नहीं हुई थी। सैन्य कार्रवाई रोकने की बात सीधे भारत और पाकिस्तान के बीच दोनों सेनाओं की एग्जिस्टिंग चैनल्स के माध्यम से हुई थी और पाकिस्तान के ही आग्रह पर हुई थी।
Alright, tensions in West Asia are reaching a boiling point. Following US President Donald Trump's demand for Iran's unconditional surrender, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei has responded fiercely, rejecting any imposed peace or war. In a direct message to Trump, Khamenei warned that any US strike would lead to serious and irreparable consequences. Soon after this, addressing a press conference from the White House's South Lawn, Trump spoke about whether the United States will join Israel in its military offense against Iran. Keeping both options open, the US president said, and I quote, "I may do it, I may not do it. Nobody knows what I'm going to do," unquote. Earlier on Tuesday, Trump warned Iran, claiming that US has complete and total control of the skies over Iran. Trump further made the startling claim that US knows exactly where Khamenei is, but has so far held off on taking direct action. In a one-line follow post, US President Donald Trump wrote on his Truth Social, "Unconditional surrender."
First things first, please help our viewers understand what is Israel's ultimate objective in this war, which is now into its sixth day. Is it to end the Iranian regime, or is it to completely finish off Iran's uranium enrichment program?
Our aim is to remove a double nuclear weapons, which of course we cannot allow to happen because this country is openly and publicly declare it want to destroy, it want to eliminate the state of Israel. and it also taking steps in that context. So this is simply impossible. And the second threat is ballistic missile program, which is already in huge numbers, but they have an intention to have a mass production, to have in a very short time 10,000 ballistic missiles. For a small country like Israel, it will be unbearable. So we went out and we took this historic decision as a last resort, in the last minute, in order to save ourselves from the risk of elimination. And this is what we had no choice but to do. We didn't put as an objective the change in the regime. We put as the objective the remove of the threats. And the issue of the regime can be a result, but it's not an objective. It's totally in the hands of the people in Iran.
Before you started this mission, what was the assessment given to you by your intelligence community as to how soon they believed Iran would procure a nuclear weapon? Because the American intel seems to suggest that it would have taken Iran perhaps years to procure a nuclear weapon.
No, that's not right. First of all, in terms of the enrichment, they are very advanced. They have enough materials for 9 atomic bombs before we started this operation. In terms of weaponization, they already also began to make a progress. And we thought that it might be an issue of 6 months, maybe less than that, until they can have a nuclear bomb. You always must take into consideration the fact that you cannot know everything. And this is very risky when you are at that point. After we saw that negotiations hadn't brought any results, after we saw that the IAEA report was clear that they are breaching their commitments, after the IAEA declared and stated that they are in a state of non-compliance, there was no reason to just sit and wait that they will have atomic bombs. That would be a crucial mistake. So we acted in the right time. Maybe we acted too late, but we surely didn't act too early.
What do you want the role of the United States to be in this war between Israel and Iran? President Trump put out on social media some hours ago asking for unconditional surrender of the Iranians and the Iranian leader in particular. The Iranian leader has now responded. He has spoken in a televised address to the nation, and he said there's no question of surrendering.
First of all, the objective of the American administration is similar. They said very clearly that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. They said that they are against Iranian enrichment. In context of what America will do, it's an American decision. We are not speaking on behalf of the US. We, as Israel, will do our utmost to prevent it. I can tell you that already what we did delayed this threat for a significant time. And we are only, I can only say that we are thankful for America in what they are doing in helping in defense. Other decision will be taken by President Trump.